Finally, Marvel has their mojo back. Before we begin our review, I want to say a big thank you to you guys for watching. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment on our videos, because every month we're giving away a prize. And this month we're giving away a G.I. Joe Cobra officer from the classified line. What's going on, fellow collectors? Welcome to another ANR review. This, I have been waiting for a long time because I wanted a Mojo in my collection, and we finally got one, an updated one, all the way back from the Toy Viz one, where that one skyrocketed on eBay for like $200-300. But now it's on its way down to $300 because this guy is taking over the mantle of Mojo in your collection. All right, Justin, let's talk about the box here.
It's a TV.
This is a TV that reminds me of my TV when I was a kid watching Saturday morning cartoons.
When I was growing up, I had one of these, and I wasn't allowed to watch Power Rangers when I was a kid, so I would have it like half cocked in between the channels. So if my parents like woke up, I would be like, "No, I'm watching the news."
Really?
Yeah.
Why weren't you allowed to watch Power Rangers?
Because it was violent, and I grew up in Surrey.
All right, well, I had a remote, and I had a TV like this. Oh man, this is so nostalgic. Like, I'm so like happy that they made a package like this. They didn't have to do it, but yeah, I mean, let's look around this. It's got the wood grain on the top.
It's got marvelous cherry wood paneling
all the way around. Great artwork by whoever did this. Maybe we could put it up on the screen. Whoever did the boxwork art.
This guy.
Yeah. Then it's got this little sliding thing, which we have to cut here, the tape. So you want to use your magic knife there. Our camera guy says it would be a great opportunity to have a window here. What do you guys think?
Have like
TV drawing here or a window? Let us know in the chat. Yeah. All it needs is RCA somewhere.
This is the coolest. Okay, so like the new Marvel Legends packing,
windowless surprise box, whatever, blind box, whatever you want to call it,
is most of the time garbage. This is the coolest like figure holding package ever. Oh, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't get the royalty treatment.
Oh no,
he gets a TV guy kind of thing.
Oh, cool.
Remember TV guy? Half the people probably like, what is a TV guide? Do you remember TV guides?
Oh yeah, of course.
Like, you would literally get a book to tell you what's going to be happening the week that's coming on your TV, what program or what channel.
Yeah.
That's how you knew. We didn't have guides on our screens. One of the spineless ones, he comes from the planet called Mojo World, named after himself, obviously. In the Mojoverse, which can also be assumed it's the name after him as well, it's all about him. You got the Mojo World, the Mojo Universe, everything's Mojo, Mojo City, Mojo Village, Mojo everything.
Go there, get a Mojo burger.
Yeah, his personality is that of a greedy TV producer, willing to put anything and everything in danger for good broadcasting ratings and obviously some money. Aesthetics of this guy. What do you think, Joseph?
So one thing that happened in the box is his finger came bent, but I'm not even mad about it because I just took his hand out and his fingers just like bent up and I was like, ugh, this guy's disgusting. My hands hurt just looking at him, and it kind of adds to it, actually. But
he's so disgusting, which is awesome because he's supposed to be like this fat, disgusting blob of a alien, right?
Cyborg alien.
Yeah, / cyborg. And
the chair he's on is pretty rad. All the little bits are articulatable.
All the little
a lot of good detail.
Legs here, right?
Yeah.
One of the gripes that we discovered is they don't have the strength to really hold them afloat.
Yeah, the legs don't actually. They're just to like skitter them on.
It gives you the illusion that it is floating, but
yeah,
it's actually held up by these three. What do you would call them?
They kind of just look like
glass
Edison bulbs. Yeah.
Paint wise, this guy, there's a lot of detail painting, and there's a lot of not so detail painting. I would have loved to see all this chromed out instead of the dark gray look.
Yeah.
I know comic and animation, it could vary, but for me, I think having a little bit of chrome, like the hair right here, it's got that little shine to it. That's pretty cool.
Even like these bits are still a little more metallic looking.
Yeah.
This is just like, oh yeah, that's plastic.
Yeah, this is the cheapest part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Like this, when the light hits it has a little bit of a shine to it. Yeah, this just looks like really. They run out of money after it hit him and this part right here. They're like, oh yeah, we ran out of money, so we're just gonna do just straight up gray.
Detail though is like they put these posts where like his gelatinous self kind of
it's contoured. I do love all the wiring in the back. That's pretty cool, but they got a little lazy in the back as well. They're like, we're just gonna mold everything into one little piece here instead of having. I would have loved to have some individual wires like sticking out.
Yeah, just to give a little more accent.
So they made two versions, right? They made the box set that is the Hasbro Pulse exclusive that you can buy, which we did. They also have the regular version that just showed up out of nowhere. A lot of people didn't even know about it, and that's just him by himself without the rest of the figures. Like, you thought this had some issues with detailing. That one is way worse, in my opinion. They have no liver spots on him. It's just a straight paint. I don't know why they did that. Maybe because some people didn't want to pay that much money to buy this box set. But I don't understand why they had to reduce the quality of it. If you take the figure out of the box and then just have it by itself, why not price it accordingly and keep the same figure?
Is it the same mold and shape?
It's the same figure, just the paint job on him is just flat.
Yeah.
It's like a yellowish paint across. There's no liver spots, nothing on him. Articulation-wise, do you want to walk him around here?
He's got legs.
He's got hands.
Single knees on each leg.
Six single knees, darn it.
He's got double elbows. He's got upper chest spin.
Does it spin? Oh yeah.
Upper
there
neck,
you go. It moves around.
Neck joints.
The head moves around too.
Sure. Technically. This is on a ball joint. This, ironically, has more articulation than his head. But that's, I think,
that's okay.
Physical defect.
Yeah. I would have loved to see this being articulated, like a bendy wire kind of thing, right? That would have been cool because you can get him to so many cool positions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the legs and the arms here. So this arm, opens up here. This one's closed up. I would have loved to see this articulated. The hands would have been nice. He is very pudgy and soft. So it's not hard plastic. It's actually kind of soft, which is kind of cool. The hands are obviously hard plastic here, but having him a little pudgy and soft here, it's pretty cool. I don't mind that. Accessory-wise, well, two hands. Well,
kind of
gripping action hand, so.
Yeah, well, he's got two. He's got a pointer hand and a semi-closed hand, and then two kind of open, menacing
I guess
hands.
he can grab someone by the neck.
Yeah,
right?
That's a big neck.
And then he's got this. This is cool. I love the alt head here. That looks pretty cool. I mean, he looks just angry and vicious. That's awesome. I love how the tongue kind of sticks out. They actually painted the teeth. It's nice. This looks just so awesome. This is probably going to be the head I'm going to put on in my display. It looks pretty cool.
A genetically engineered humanoid, Longshot was actually created to be one of the Mojoverse slaves, performing death-defying media stunts and death battles for entertainment and ratings. Eventually, he does try to rise up and free himself and the other slaves, but he has to retreat and flee to Earth. Interesting thing about this character is he has a good luck power.
Speaking of the figure here itself, pinless.
It is pinless.
Basic articulation for this guy. He's going to have your double elbows, your double knees here. All those are cool. Look,
he's got some pretty rad boots, too.
He's got a nice little button on there to strap the boot down. That's pretty cool. Dude, the hair!
The hair's pretty bitchin'.
The mullet! This is straight out of 80s. In terms of butterfly joints, I love butterfly joints, but he doesn't. He just got a hinge here.
His shoulders seem oddly, I don't know what it is, but like...
It's the wrinkle right here.
Yeah, it just makes it...
It's weird, because the wrinkle is here, but when you put the arms down, it's just clean.
Just looks like he's...
It should have been all the way to the top, the wrinkle, right? To match the top of the shoulder.
It looks like he's wearing, like, shoulder pads.
Other than that, he's got all this, straps here for his bullets and,
bandoliers.
His, Crocodile Dundee knife here. He looks pretty good. All the details. The black's nice. It's nicely painted. There's a little bit of shine to him.
Can't get over them. The pop collar and the mullet combination is...
Well, he's just balling.
It's pretty astounding.
He's just balling. This is like really cheap leather too that he's wearing.
Oh yeah,
and it's tight on him. Yeah. Like he is barely breathing in this thing.
But it looks good.
Yeah, it's all about how he looks. And then he's got these wannabe Wolverine claws, right? He got the short end of it, right? So he got these things, but they are going to do some damage in the club, right? So, Dazzler. A mutant with the power to turn sound into light energy. Has been both a superhero and a pop star. I mean, come on. This is pop star all day long right here, the look. And obviously, because we had Longshot, she's obviously in love with them, and makes sense why she's in this 3-pack. So there has been another version of her before. She was in the retro packaging. I don't know what to think of this one and that one. That one actually had a jacket, like Rogue does with a short jacket. I don't know. This is cool, but if you look at her face, she just really is wired.
She's pretty strung out.
Like, just wired face. Like, she is... I don't know. She's hopped up on something. In terms of the paint job, it's just a nice blue. You got some stars, obviously. A little red paint right here, the stripe, the bottom of the leg. One leg only. And then you got a bandana. In terms of her hair, it's nicely sculpted. Mm-hmm. I mentioned the eyes and the how crazy she looks there. She looks really wired.
Nice blue eyeshadow, too.
Yeah. It's very simple painted job. The stars are obviously pretty cool. One thing I did notice about the stars is it is perfectly painted and there's no bleeding over either. So you don't see any blue bleeding over there. It's nice and yellow, both the leg and the chest area, which is nice. The back is very simple. The red does go all the way around the leg. And in terms of articulation, she does have a bicep swivel, which is nice. Finally, female figures are getting a good, articulation. She has no she has no butterfly joint, but she has a hinge, and she has double elbows, which is really cool. And then for the leg area, she does have double knees. She has a thigh cut, upper diaphragm swivel, no waist swivel, which hopefully they start doing that for female figures. It'd be nice. And the ankle area up and down with a little bit of rocking. Just a decent amount of articulation for her. It's good. Serves a purpose. Accessories. Well, she has these. These are been around for ages. These are magical effects. It's cool that different
colors though.
Yeah, different colors. It's nice. Not just one simple boring color. It's cool. And then she does have a set of hands here, which is like the magic hands that shoot out. It's another version of her that a lot of people like. She is part of the X-Men lore, so having a different version of her is pretty cool.
And then Marvel Legends didn't think we'd notice, but they tried to sneak in a Funko Pop. So we got a little chibi Wolverine in there with a stand, and he does have head articulation. So you can get some.
He has more articulation than Spider-Ham from the Marvel Legends team. Because that's just a statue.
Yeah, so you can get some weird...
That is really weird.
Nightmare fuel.
Alright, our final take on this box set. What do you think, Justin?
I mean, this is going to be a very niche collection of figures. Because from an outsider perspective, this looks like the most random bunch that they were just like, I don't know, put them in a box. I guess I just need... I have no idea about any of these, so it looks...
Yeah, I mean, for you coming in from the outside and looking in... I mean, I know you did mention there's some cool aspects of the figures here. As an X-Men fan, like I said, I am so thrilled to have him.
Yeah.
These two other guys, I could do without, and I guess that's why they did a packaging of him by himself, but I don't understand why they went and downgraded that figure. This is the highlight. This is the centerpiece of this packaging. If I had to pay a little bit extra to get the better version of it, so be it. I want the best Mojo in my collection. These guys are great. I already have these guys in my collection. Dazzler, I've already got her in the retro packaging. But, there's a different version of them, and he's got Painless here. Sure, why not? I'm never going to say no to comic book figures. That's my jam. I love that. I think this is a really nice, box set. Price point, I think, is decent price point. I love the packaging on it. It's so nostalgic. The remote, which you geeked over.
Yeah.
The actual box being a TV.
Pretty cool.
I remember having a TV like that. And then obviously the TV guide. I mean, I didn't think about TV guides until we saw it. I'm like, oh my god, I remember TV guides. We used to look it up to see what's playing this week. Yeah. So all of that encompassed in a package. And because it's a TV world that he's in, it just totally makes sense. And it's really amazing. I think it's a great box set. If you had a chance to get it, good for you. If you didn't, I think you should try to find it at a reasonable price. I really recommend this set if you're an X-Men fan or if you're a Marvel Legends comic book fan, this is a really, really impressive box set for me.
So, thanks for watching, and if you got this set, let us know. If you didn't, let us know why in the comments. So, anyway, we'll see you next week.